Good morning, Soul Fam. Happy solstice, happy Litha. It is the summer solstice today. How are you guys doing today? I'm on my way to work. I have been dealing with a swollen gland or a nodule or something underneath my left arm, in my armpit. Talk about pain. I've never had pain to the point where I wanted to throw up or feel like I'm not hungry, that I can't eat. I've never had pain that didn't allow me to sleep through the night or fall asleep at all. Whoa. I finally gave in and went to the hospital just to make sure that it wasn't anything like cancer. I think that was my biggest fear. Just hospitals and doctors' offices are a trigger for me. So I was trying to take care of it on my own, holistically, and fear kept trying to creep in. And I'm like, okay, fear, go away, because I would acknowledge the fear. But then it started to creep in again, and I'm like, okay, so why is this fear creeping in? What is this fear about? Let me allow this fear to come in so I can identify what I'm actually scared of. What I'm actually scared of is having a normal everyday life change. I'm not a person that likes change, but I couldn't imagine being a person that had to change my life because of an illness that could potentially cause death. And then I thought, okay, what am I more scared of? Living with this illness or the death? And it's both. I know that death is not the end. I know I made a video about this. I know I've talked to a lot of you guys that watch my videos. I've walked you and talked you through families that have passed away and stuff like that. But your human, your ego, your avatar, your 3D you version of you still has all of these emotions. We were never, I don't know about you, but for the most part, society has made death something to fear. And they did this in many different ways. But they definitely did not ever honor death. When my husband said this, when you're born, you're happy. Everybody's happy when a baby is born, but when you die, everybody cries. He said it should be the other way around. When you're born, you should cry, and when you die, when a person dies, you should be happy and celebrate the death. And I understand what he means, because when you're born, you cry for that soul because you don't know the path that soul is going to take. So, it could be many different paths, many different journeys along the way, leading to many different challenges to overcome. And life is not easy. Life is hard. And if you pick the wrong path, it could get even harder. And it's not even about paths either, because sometimes your soul agrees to come and incarnate just to get an illness, just to die from that illness, because that illness affects your soul group in certain ways, and that affects them so that it triggers them so that they can wake up to whatever it is they need to wake up to. So we probably have different paths to take with different consequences on each path, and then on each path that we do choose, we probably have an agreement with each soul stating, if I end up taking this path instead of that path, then we'll fulfill this and that if I go left instead of going right. I really do feel that it is something like that. Years ago, I was into palm reading. A lot of palm readers read your I don't remember, it's been so long. I think they read your left hand, And I was like, well, shit, we have two hands. Why only read one? I read two hands because one could be this, but if you take a different path, then this is what your future could potentially be. It's been so long since I've read palms. I mean, I did this when I was in my teens and early 20s, so it's like, I really don't remember. If you don't consistently do something, you tend to forget. I got the gist of it, sort of. I remember some of the lines, that's about it. What else? What else do I want to talk to you guys about? Oh, back to death. So, I know death is not the end. You know, energy transfers somewhere into something else. We probably go to another dimension. We go wherever we go when we die. I don't think we all go to the same place. I still think that there's a path on the other side. I mean, not to say that you can't meet up with certain people that you've met in certain lifetimes, but there's definitely still a path. Maybe you incarnate on a different planet in a different solar system. The multiverse. We're not just in a universe, we're in the multiverse. It's huge. So, when I started to identify my fear, ultimately it came down to death. I think I'm afraid to leave my children because they really don't have anybody. The family that I have, like my brothers and sister and stuff like that, mother, father. My dad's really sick, so he wouldn't be any help if I was to pass away. He wouldn't be any help to my kids. He's not really even like my grandpa was a warm grandpa, very kind. He picked us up, took us to Darien Lake, which is Six Flags. You know, took us places with our cousins and did fun stuff with us. My grandma cooked and baked. My grandpa actually baked. My grandpa taught me baking. Feels good to rub my shoulder. This is where it hurts, this side. And I got to meet family through my grandpa. My parents are not like that. My parents are not like that warm and they don't coddle their grandchildren. We weren't coddled as kids. Doesn't mean I don't love them. I'm just aware that that's not the kind of human that they are. So if I was to pass away, my parents wouldn't be any help to my children. Neither would my brother and sister. We don't have a bond that is close. Not like we used to. We used to be very, very close. Something happened a few years ago and there's no bond, and I don't foresee reconnecting that bond. There's no connection there. A lot of my family is actually people that are not blood. So just because you are not related to somebody blood related doesn't mean that they're not your family. They could be your soul family, and you can have a very close bond. A lot of my friends that are very close to me are like my family, and I love them for that. So if something were to happen to me, it would most likely be, friends that are very close to me that would take care of my family, take care of my kids, I would hope. But, for death, I think that's ultimately what it is dying and not knowing if they're going to be taken care of. Because while I'm alive, I know that my kids will always be taken care of. They will never go hungry. They will never go without shelter. And if they're ever in trouble, they can call me and I'll save them and protect them. And I don't really know what it feels like to die. I've sat with a lot of people that died. It looks to be painful, especially when you start to shut down. The breathing part starts to shut down. But then, scientifically, I think your body kicks in as a natural painkiller. Not to say that it still ain't comfortable. I'm sure it's really fucking uncomfortable not to be able to breathe. I think it looks more scarier than it actually is. But when I started to identify the fear, then it didn't bother me anymore. And then it kind of just went away, because I kind of just was like, okay, fear, what the hell do you want? Talk to me. And then when I let it talk to me, it was like, all right, that's what it is. And then fear was like, oh shit, we don't have control over Gabbie. So that was in my way of trying to manifest healing over my body. It was kind of like a block. Now that little block has went away, the manifesting of healing feels different. And today, even though I'm still in pain, there has been some changes in this whole arm. I went to the hospital and they said they couldn't cut it because it was still too hard, and I would have to just keep putting compresses on it. So that's what I've been doing, and I'm hoping for the best and manifesting it to damn go away, so I don't have to get it cut out, because I could, if it hurts like this, I can't imagine cutting and putting stitches under there. That's gotta be a bitch. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I wanted to fill you in, and that's what came to my mind. Today is coronation day. That download actually came to me not last night, but the night before. I felt like I was hallucinating. I came downstairs at 1 o'clock in the morning because I couldn't sleep, and I was sleeping on the couch, and I kept seeing and hearing spirit. People were talking to me. Weird things were happening while I was sleeping, even to a point where my daughter was dressed up like a blue Power Ranger. And she walked by where I was sleeping on the couch. She walked by, and I was like, that's my Rose. She's just being goofy, trying to scare me. And then she said, "Rah, did I scare you?" And I was like, "No, I saw you walk by." And then she was like, "Oh." And then she said, "Mom." And then I said, "What?" And then I woke myself up, because when I said what woke me up? Myself woke me up. And I was like, holy shit, I was dreaming that? It felt so real. But actually some valuable information came in during those lucid moments. And I was told that today is coronation day. And the only reason why I know what a coronation is because I love watching movies from the Dark Ages, the medieval times. That's like my thing. I like to watch those movies. And whoa, a big black bird just flew in front of my car. I'm surprised it didn't even hit it. So coronation. Something or someone is going to be crowned. I don't know what it is, but everything that's been happening has been trying to block this day. They've been trying. I'm getting goosebumps. The dark, negative, lower vibrational entities have been swirling around this moment. I'm just getting chills. They're running up my whole body. I don't know if it's the planet getting crowned, if it's a certain individual in a human form getting crowned. I don't know if it's all of us as a mass collective being crowned. I don't know if you could see the image of that, but I can. Kind of like the queen in the beehive kind of thing, or maybe like the hive mind. I don't know why, it just came through like bees in a hive with a queen, so like hive mind. I don't know. It could be like that. Something is being crowned. Maybe it's our consciousness. I don't know. Something is being crowned. Today's coronation day. Today's the day we move up in power. And we're like a program. We're living in this matrix. Think of it as a computer. We have a lot of viruses in this program. You know, throughout the years of life of living, you get certain illnesses and sicknesses that are the flu, which is caused by a virus. To take care of yourself, you put up a firewall in a regular computer, but in human form, to take care of ourselves, we have to protect our immune system. with a firewall. The ring of fire today or tomorrow, solar eclipse. They have to put up the firewall, which will be put into place after coronation. And I feel like that firewall, the ring of fire, is going to go around. Now I'm getting chills up my right leg. It's being activated to protect wherever this crown is going. And the reason why we had the coronavirus, the crown, the corona from the sun, the virus, it was the coronavirus, coronation day, the crown, the day of the crown, coronavirus. There was a virus put in place for this day not to happen. The virus was to get rid of this program. That coronavirus was to get rid of this coronation program, this coronation event. So all the light workers of the planet, all the light and love and high vibrational beings, not just in human form, in other forms that are high vibrational, have been working to get this program to get this coronavirus out of the program, to get it so this coronation can happen. And I feel like that we've come a long way with from March, when the coronavirus hit and we all closed down, to where we are today, June 20th. We have people that are out there protesting, making it be known that they will not be muzzled, they will not be quiet, they will not take a knee, they will not bow down to that low negative energy that has been trying to get us all muzzled and to our knees. We are being crowned. Today's the day, coronation day. So enjoy the sunshine, get outside, do some sun gazing. It's too late to do it now because it's 10 o'clock in the morning and the sun is too bright. But you want to try to get out there and look and do some sun gazing an hour before the sun sets. And an hour before the sun sets, you can actually look at the sun for, if you have never done it before, you don't want to do it very long. If you're somebody that practices this, then you already know that you could look at the sun, for up to 5 minutes or whatever. But if you're new at this, you might even just want to try to see if you can even see it without, some people's eyes are very sensitive. I know people that have light colored eyes, green or blue eyes, they have a very hard time looking at the sun. Brown colored eyes, darker colored eyes can actually look at the sun better than light colored eyes. But if you could get outside and actually look at the sun during sunset, even tomorrow during sunrise, do it. There's some activations and downloads that you can receive through sun gazing. And it doesn't just have to be today or tomorrow. It can be every day if you make it a practice. During the day today, try to get outside in the sun, sit out there for, 15 minutes to an hour. Try gardening, drink water, stay hydrated. Try to keep your vibration high, keep your thoughts positive. You may run into some challenges today. Don't fall into the trap of getting frustrated or angry with people. Try to see why the frustration and anger is popping up. Try to identify it. And enjoy your day today. Enjoy this coronation. We've earned it. We are heading into something beautiful. Now, don't mistake in this coronation as the war is over, you know, like, because we're still in a spiritual war, a spiritual battle, a war for our souls. That's not over. Just because today's coronation day doesn't mean that we won the war. There's still a war. Okay? But today is a day of celebration, so get out there. If you can gather a bunch of people that you love to get together and build a bonfire and bond with those people around that fire. Write positive affirmations on paper and say them out loud, and then burn them in the fire. And just enjoy your day, because that's what I'm going to do. Even though I'm in pain, I'm going to enjoy my day. I'm not going to allow this pain to bring me down. I feel like I have this, holy crap, it is so freaking busy here. I don't even have a parking spot here at work. It's crazy. Forgot what I was saying. Just enjoy your day, you guys. Don't let anything frustrate you and bring down your energy level, and just enjoy yourself and enjoy the sunshine. Enjoy this beautiful day. I wrote a big long post on my Facebook about today, Litha, the solstice. I could probably share it on my YouTube community tab. I think I will do that. I think the whole ride I was driving here, I think we were listening to static. It was like music static. I have to replay this video back. But I'm at work now. I'm actually a little late. Today's been rough. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. And if you have any questions, email me. I'll link my email address down below. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm still working on my coffee. I love you guys. Bye.